Hey everybody, I'm going to do a Q&A video today. I've had a lot of questions and comments, things that have been put down in the comments on YouTube, and I would like to address them and answer any questions that I can. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have even after this. I don't think anything is rude. I'm not like put off by anything. So any question you have, go ahead and ask. It's fine. We're all trying to figure this out. So, first, I want to say thanks to Dixie for the PB2 suggestion. She brought that up when I talked about how trying to eat a teaspoonful of peanut butter made me really sick. She brought up trying the PB2, and I looked it up today. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to. So thank you so much for that suggestion. I've had a couple of other questions. Let's see. What is your name? My name is Meredith. I know I've never said it. I just kind of started talking, I think. But yes, my name is Meredith. And you're welcome to call me Meredith. That's fine. Okay. How old are you? I'm 37 years old. I turned 37 a couple months ago. And I am glad that I started on this journey, but I wish that I hadn't waited quite so long. Let's see, another thing. How did you gain the weight? That's a good question. So I was really thin, like really thin. I after I had kids and everything, I lost all the weight. I was super skinny. I'm 5'9.5", and I weighed like 130 pounds. And so I was very muscular, but very thin. And that was 7 years ago. Then, and I was like working out every day. And then I broke my ankle. And so that slowed me down. Well, then I had to have a hysterectomy. And so that screwed me up a lot. After that, I just couldn't seem to get well. I don't really know another way to explain it, but like every time I would start to feel good and would start to get back into healthy eating and working out and all of the stuff that I knew that I needed to do, something would come along and it would mess me up. And I used that as an excuse for a really long time, if I'm just being completely honest. So I would say, oh, well, I had pneumonia, because I was hospitalized with double pneumonia for a week, which is really strange at, 33, 34 years old. But I had to deal with that. I had an appendectomy. I had all kinds of different things that just like suddenly happened. And so I would say, well, I can't because, and then that was my excuse. Or I would say, well, I can have this amazing milkshake because I just had whatever. I was sick. I had this. I had a cold. I mean, anything. I stubbed my toe. Like whatever it was, I made an excuse, and that was what I did. And I just kept gaining the weight. And so that's how I ended up where I was. Another question was, what else did you try before surgery? And the answer is everything. Like everything. I tried everything. I tried Optavia, which is an MLM, but I had some friends that had some success on it, so I tried that. It's like $350, $400 a month. Gave that a shot for 6 or 7 months. I tried going to a weight loss clinic here in town where they did the diet pills and the shots. I actually went to 2 separate ones. I went to one through a hospital, and I went to one that was just in a clinic. So I did those. I tried Weight Watchers. I tried Nutrisystem. I tried, I can't even think of the names of everything. Like literally everything. If there was an ad on Instagram that came up for something to try, I bought it. If there was a friend that said, hey, I'm selling Arbonne, they did that. Hey girl, how we all get those messages on Facebook, and nothing against you if you sell an MLM, it's fine. I support my friends who are members of MLMs, but I would get the, hey girl, and I would be like, yeah. And so yeah, I'll try it. Here's my $500 or whatever it was. I mean, it was insane because I just wanted a quick fix. And it took me a while to realize that there was no quick fix. And this journey has not been easy. Even though it's only been like a week and a couple of days, 10 days, 12 days, I don't know, something like that. It's not been easy. Before the surgery, I was on the liquid diet. Then I had the after surgery process. I'm still on a liquid diet right now, and it is not easy. It is very difficult. So if you're watching it and you're thinking it's going to be the easy way out, that's wrong. And most people say that, like they tell you up front, it is not the easy way out, and it is not. That is true. And all my surgery brothers and sisters that have been through this are like, they're going, you're exactly right, because it's not easy. Let's see, some other questions that I had. How many incisions do you have? I have 4. I know some people have had 5, some people have had 3. I have 4. My doctor was able to use some of the same incisions or the same basic spot that I had from when I had my hysterectomy. So that way my stomach isn't quite as shredded as I thought, like in a bad way, like cut up as I thought it would be. Because I was really worried that it would be just like scars everywhere. And because I had 4 from my hysterectomy and I had 2 from my appendectomy. So I had 6 scars plus a C-section scar from when my youngest was born. So I was like, I give up. My stomach is just going to look like chopped meat, you know, for the rest of my life. But it doesn't. It actually looks really good. And my top incision looks like a little pin dot right now. I'm at work, so I'm not going to show you that. Now, obviously, it's after work. Nobody's here. Like, I don't even think there's anybody else in the building. But just because I'm at work, I'm not going to show you my stomach today. I will another day. Probably when I get to the 2-week mark, I'll try to do a video and show you 2 weeks, what it looks like 2 weeks out. When could you walk after surgery? Like an hour after surgery. After I got out of recovery, I was really, really sleepy, but I had to get up and walk. I walked down the hall. Now I was leaning on the nurses like a drunk in a bar. I mean, I was like, and then walking down and going, I just want to lay down. They were like, you have to walk. And so I walked down the hall and all the way back. So I had to do that before they would let me go home. So I did walk that day. And then once I got home, I took a nap and then I woke up and was feeling better and I walked again. I mean, I kept walking. So every time I would go to the bathroom, I would try to take another couple of steps and walk a little bit further. Let's see. How long were you off work? Today's my first day back at work and I'm flipping exhausted. Like I'm so tired. I had my surgery March 18th. Today is March 29th. So it has been, what is that? 11 days? I can math. Yeah. And so, sorry. Every time I sit in here, I do a video, my nose itches. So it's been 11 days and I was off for 11 days. I took the Thursday off for the surgery, Thursday, Friday. Then I had Saturday, Sunday. And then I was lucky I had spring break. I'm a school librarian. And so I had that Monday through Friday off, then Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm back today. I think it was enough time. I'm feeling pretty good today. Mondays are not super stressful days for me. If you know that you go back into a stressful job or that you have a job where you have to lift something, I would wait a little bit longer. That's just my personal opinion. So I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you how you feel, but if I had to lift things and if I were moving around, or if I were still a bartender, like I did when I was in college and then just as a side job for a long time or waiting tables, I probably would have waited another day or two because it's, I stood up just like helping out with our car line this afternoon and my back hurts and I'm just kind of tired and I'm worn out. So not getting the same calories that I was getting before. Like, I don't really know if it affects my energy or not, but it feels like it does. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, next question. Is swallowing liquids painful? That was from Khadijah? I don't know. Your name's beautiful. She said that she's having a really hard time swallowing even water, like liquids. I'm not. I did not have an issue with it. I did right at first. My throat hurt. My throat was just very sore. And so I sucked on Hall's throat drops and I used Chloraseptic, the spray, just in the back of your throat. And I would just suck on ice because it was the only thing that made my throat feel better, was that it was cooler. So I did that a good bit right at first, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. But since then, I haven't had any trouble. Now, I will say that I do have a harder time getting down some of the meds, some of the vitamins, some of the other medications I'm supposed to take. Unless it's like super tiny, I do have a hard time with it. And I take medication at night that's unrelated to the surgery. And when I take that before bed, last night I felt it get stuck in my throat. And so it was super uncomfortable. And I really wanted to just like guzzle my bottled water. And I couldn't because I physically can't. So that was different. It was a little bit, it's harder. But I haven't had trouble swallowing just regular liquid. So I would probably call my doctor just to check up on that, or like talk to the nurse practitioner or somebody there if you're really hurting. I hate to hear that you're hurting. That's just awful, and I'm so sorry. So the last question that I had was, what was my highest weight, my consult weight, my surgery weight, and my current weight? Okay, so my highest weight that I ever got to was like 278-ish. I don't really know the exact pound because like I stepped on the scale and went and jumped off. And that was probably in January of this year, right before I said I've got to do something. So it was right before I decided to do the surgery. My consult weight was actually on my birthday in February, and I was 273 that day. Now my surgery weight was after I had gone through the week of the liquid diet with the 1 day of the clear liquids, and I was 258.8, so 259. And my current weight today is 248. So I've lost 10, 11 pounds since surgery. And like I said, it's been 11 days. So I feel a lot better. I've lost, let's see, from the 273, I've lost 25 pounds. I can feel a difference in my stomach. I can feel a difference in my face. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I feel it. Now, I don't feel a difference, and I don't see a difference in other places. Like, I hate my upper arms, and so I still feel like they're really big right through here. My thighs, of course, my butt, and I'm hoping, I think it's mostly ladies that's watching this. So dudes, you can just kind of like off for a second, but ladies, y'all, the girls are still massive. They're so big. So these have not gone down, and I'm really hoping that they will. So if you've had the gastric sleeve surgery and you lost a lot of weight, please let me know. Did your boobies go down? Because mine are just gigantic and they're driving me crazy and they're so uncomfortable. And I do absolutely plan on having plastic surgery for skin removal or a tummy tuck or whatever else I need, because if I'm going through this, I'm gonna look good when I'm done, y'all. Like, for real, that's my plan. Okay, so the last thing was that somebody asked, how can we get in touch with you? And so I'm going to show you this. I'm writing this down. My email address that goes with this channel is mygastrojourney@gmail.com. So you're welcome to send me an email there. Just say, hey, we can connect somehow. Maybe do like even like a group meet, or I don't know about like a Facebook group or something, because that's a little personal, but maybe we'll see. But definitely we can talk there. So this is the email address, mygastrojourney@gmail.com. I hope it's not backwards. I don't film anything other than just in regular video mode on my iPhone. So it shouldn't be backwards, because I'm not like in Snapchat or anything like that. Okay, so that's it. That's my Q&A for today. If you have other questions, I'm more than happy to answer anytime. If you have a comment, leave me a comment. If you have a suggestion, leave me a suggestion. I want it all. Give it all to me. I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm just figuring this out as I go, and trying to do the best that I can. Like, I think most of us are. So, pop me an email if you want to. Let's get to know each other. Let's say hey. A lot of us are on similar journeys, or are, some of you are about to start your journey. Some of you are a couple of years into it, and it's been really cool to connect with you. And I would love to continue doing that. So, again, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, general observations, notions, anything. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go home and go to bed. I'm exhausted. Y'all have a great day. Bye.